Alright guys, so today I'm going to be doing a video that doesn't really include Funko Pops. As you can tell, I have a Funko Pop sitting right here and kind of the boxes. I decided that I wanted to show you guys something else I do in the meantime. I do try to collect some Dragon Ball Z figures on the side. Naruto figures are kind of possible to find nowadays. I did go to Kokomo. When I went to Kokomo Toys, I did see the Gaara figure there, and that kind of was nostalgic for me, considering Gaara was one of the first action figures I ever had that was from, you know, the anime Naruto. But other than that, I'm going to go over my top, or my favorite figures I have in my collection. So, I don't know where to start. So we're going to start with, I guess, this boy. So, this is a figure I really wanted. I could have got him when I was younger, but I didn't. I went to Kmart, yes, Kmart. I don't know if you guys might still have a Kmart where you're located, but Kmart is kind of an extinct, kind of like, it's a supermarket like Walmart and whatnot. The last one I went to kind of reminded me of like a Family Dollar or Dollar General. I don't know if you guys know what those are, but just kind of like a small little market. But other than that, I love this Gotenks figure. As you guys already know, Gotenks is my favorite character from Dragon Ball Z. I know he isn't that strong or really that good of a character. I guess I just love the design of the character in general. Like I told you guys a million times, I just love the design of the character and the cockiness of the character. So, but other than that, I love this figure. They have a plethora of these of this Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. This is by Jakks Pacific, back when they made Dragon Ball Z figures. They made Dragon Ball figures as well, and I think GT as well. I think they did buy out Irwin. I do believe that's how that works, because Irwin Toys, or what do you want to say, was they were the first people to provide Dragon Ball figures, and then Jakks Pacific kind of came out with these more articulated figures. But I love this figure. I love the detail they put into the boy. The scuffs look awesome. The scratches look amazing. You know, this is kind of the epitome of what Gotenks should look like as a figure. I can't wait for that Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks pop we're getting. I'm super excited for that. I haven't pre-ordered it yet, but no matter what, I'm going to put some money towards that. But there's not really much to go off of. He's pretty cool. Most of them do have like there's a different tint of teal on all the Gotenks figures. I'm pretty sure about that. Which isn't much. It's not a big deal, but it's kind of unique to see how like you see this one right here has like a darker teal. But that's really about it. There's not really much of a difference. But here's Gotenks. Next, another Gotenks figure. This is I think they did limited edition paint figures. They have 3 different variants of this. There's one where it's like a yellow and then an orange. I have that one, and then there's one that is plain yellow. I think they're all just different sets, or like a 2-pack. They come in and they just wanted to change up the color, just for, you know, they understand that people collect figures, and I'm pretty sure that's why they did it. You know, money, whatnot. But I really need the Super Boo that came with this, because it's a Super Boo Gotenks Absorbed, and it comes with his what do I want to call this? His gi, but it's like a cloth. So most of the Super Boos you see that have this logo. Typically, probably are the Super Boo Gotenks Absorbed. They just don't have that with them because you can just take it right off, which I don't know why they did that, but I mean, it looks cool either way. This is kind of like a goofier looking Gotenks. I mean, he's just kind of like, yeah, you know, he's messing around, which makes sense considering, you know, Gotenks, when he was in this form, he was just goofing around most of the time. This Gotenks versus Boo is one of my favorite fights from the series, but top probably no matter what, it's probably Mystic Gohan versus Boo. But yeah, same articulation with that, with the Super Saiyan 3. Head goes up and down. Swivels, all that noise, whatever you want in a figure. Back when I was a kid, I really wanted figures out of the packaging, so most of my figures I did have obviously right out of the packaging, because I wasn't much of a collector. I wanted to play with them and kind of go outside and, you know, all that stuff. I was one of those kids. But I love this figure. Honestly, guys, if you guys are into collecting Dragon Ball Z figures, I would definitely pick up Gotenks figures. They are kind of harder to find now, or easier, one or the other. I haven't really checked in a minute, so I really don't know. Last time I checked, I didn't really see any of these. This one kind of goes for quite a bit, but I got it for like $7 from eBay, so yeah, I got lucky on that. He does have a bit of paint flaws, like right here. As you can tell, there's a bit of a chip in his pants, but not a big deal to me. He just sits on the shelf anyways. But Super Saiyan Gotenks. Next is my boy, Super Saiyan Vegito. I do have the Gotenks that came with this 2-pack. If you want, I'll go grab them real fast. Alright, so here is the Gotenks that came with this 2-pack. I forget what it is. I'll put probably like a picture up above somewhere of the 2-pack. But as you can tell, they have the same hair design, like the same like color scheme and whatnot. Yeah, exactly the same. But I do love this one. But that one is probably my favorite Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. As you can literally, as you guys can tell, they all look exactly the same. There's no difference, just different scuffs and whatnot, and more detail or less detail in the figures for these boys. But this Vegito is super dope. I need to get the base form Vegito because that figure looks dope as heck. Whoever had this really didn't, like, they took care of it pretty well. I mean, he's pretty stiff. I'm pretty sure they just probably left him on the shelf, or they kind of just never played with it. Or if they did play with these figures, they just kind of, just did kind of like, animations or something like that. Which is something I want to get into. If you guys would like to see me do some animations with these figures, then I would totally love to do that. That'd be awesome. Just comment down below what you'd like to see. But there's not really much to go for this figure. I think it's super cool. Back when I was a kid, I really wanted a Vegeta figure. I did have one that came with the Fuse, like, what is it? It's the Kai and the one other guy, like his apprentice or something like that. When they fused to make that one character, I don't remember his name, but there were 2-pack with that, and some kid. Oh my god. Okay, so when I was younger, I was naive. I left him on the ground, stupid enough. And some kid came around, jealous apparently. He came and took off both, like one arm of each. And I was like, why did you do that? And I couldn't find the arms, so, like, to put back on there or glue back on there. So I was a little bit butthurt. And yeah, so other than that, this figure is super cool. I'm happy to have it. I think I picked up both of them together as a kind of like a bundle, so that was super cool. I love how much articulation they put in this one. His elbow completely goes around, just in case you want to do like a something like that or something, which would be dumb as heck. But it's anime, so they can do anything they want. But Super Saiyan Vegito. Alright, so to kind of go along with that story with the Vegito there, this is one of the figures I really wanted as a kid. This Gotenks is probably my top favorite figure from the Dragon Ball Z line. Don't ask. Like I said, I love the scheme. The hair looks awesome. I love the purple on the sides, and the black looks amazing. So, and that's my favorite color, purple as well. So that probably indicates why I like this character so much. I honestly like the base form a lot more than I like the Super Saiyan form. And I wish they would have done so much better on the for the Gotenks pop, because it's like, come on, you could have had him in this pose or something like that. That would have been awesome. But I have a card that literally shows the pose that the pop is in, so maybe that's what they went off of. But other than that, I love the kind of like the they gave it kind of like, they added darkness to the gi, or whatever to call this, his belt, which looks cool, and they darkened up his abs or whatnot. I think this is an Irwin figure. Around when Jax bought Irwin, they have another one of these, I think. And one says Irwin, the other one says Jack on the bottom. So Jax did keep the same kind of build with their figures for a little while, and then they started to add more articulation to them, which is cool. Just like my pops, I love bland figures, so I'm more into these kind of, what do I want to call it? One-hit ponies, or what I want to say, figures kind of just like this. They just stand there and they do nothing. Back as a kid, I was weird enough, I wanted ones with articulation, but I think as you get older, you kind of like the bland stuff. But this Gotenks, like I said, is not really much to go off of. It looks the same as all the other ones. When I did get this one, actually, I think if you go back to one of my older videos on this channel, I show how to get scuffs off, or kind of like these. I don't know if I show how to get these off. I think these are just like, it's just old paint or just dust that has accumulated over time and doesn't come off. I took alcohol to it and I got those off with ease, so I was happy about that. As you can tell, they're still there, but actually, I thought I left it there because it looks cool, because it kind of adds more detail to the figure. But like I said, there's not really much about this figure. He's pretty cool. His head sadly does not move 360, so I guess it doesn't really matter anyways. But yeah. Go Tanks. Alright, next is the Sasuke. The Sasuke everybody was wanting to know where I got it from. I got it from eBay, guys. I got it randomly from eBay anyways. There was a seller selling it for like 15, 10 bucks, and I had a little bit of mishap because he was selling this one with some crappy, it was, what was it? I think it's supposed to be in his left hand, but it was right hand. This door anyways, considering it goes like that. But, he had this and the Naruto that, you know, the Nine-Tails Naruto that does like a pounce, like he's pouncing someone. I didn't want that. I was like, hey, you can keep that one. I just want the Sasuke. And he's like, okay. So, but then I kind of was like, oh yeah. I was like, oh, wait, what I said was, I don't want the Sasuke. I don't want the Naruto. I want just the Sasuke mainly. And he's like, okay, well, I guess I'll just keep it. So he kept it instead. And then he gave me, he gave me back, he gave me a refund for $5. So basically I paid 10 bucks for this like rare figure, and I was like, dope. And the last time I saw this figure, I think it was going for 60. I don't know. I'll list some some listings somewhere around here. But this figure is awesome. I love the Chidori. I really wish they made a lot of figures like this actually. But I just love the detail. The curse mark looks super awesome. The Sharingan, his eyes. Let me just. Yeah, you can't really see him. Sorry, I'm using my phone. I'm using my older phone for this. Oh, there they go. I think he's in the Mangekyo Sharingan too. Was he ever in the Mangekyo Sharingan when he had the curse mark? I don't really know. That's more of a friend. That's more of a question for my friend. I don't think so. I don't know. Other than that, it was either this or the Sasuke where he had the yellow and black eyes. From the scene where like Naruto and they were on that like the statues of the first Hokage and Madara, and obviously Sasuke was on Madara and whatnot, symbolism, what am I say? But that scene when then he jumps on him and then he goes and it comes off, something like that. I think that was more of the curse mark in Sasuke because Jugo has the same kind of eyes. But yeah, it was out of that. I wanted to get that one for nostalgic reasons as well because I had that one when I was younger. That one looks super cool. I should have got that one, but this one was more rare, and I'm kind of sad that I couldn't get the other one as well because that would have been dope. But other than that, there's not much to go off of this figure. I really love these figures. Mattel did a really good job on these, and these figures are kind of hard to find nowadays, and I can see why. I mean, they're awesome. But I mean, as you can tell in the face, they're not that great looking, but the figures are just dope. I mean, you can tell it's a Sasuke just by looking at him. And that's the best thing about, when you look at a figure, you expect it to look exactly like the character. And even though, it looks terrible, at least you know that that's the character, just by the way they look and all that noise. But, they did a lot of these with the figures for some reason. This little, like, action. I mean, it's not bad. It's just like I don't know why they did it. I think they even did it with this one as well. Yeah, for throwing stars. That's why. Or what are they? Throwing knives. That's exactly why they did it, because they came with like these little weird things that you can just throw. If you want to like play the relay or something. You get the gist. But other than that, this figure is super dope. If you guys want to know where I got this, I got it from eBay. Just look on eBay, or maybe go to a flea market or something and try to find this figure. I really don't know what else to tell you guys, but also thank you for that. People who watched it, I have 1,000 or some odd views for that on that video, just for that single video of me reviewing some of the Naruto figures I have. But other than that, Sasuke with Chidori and Sharingan. Last Dragon Ball Z figure, well, Dragon Ball GT figure from Jax. Let me zoom out. This figure is super dope. I got it from, I think, what's that? I forgot the name. It is a website where it's an app. You can buy stuff from people. I don't really know what it's called. I forgot. I'll leave it down below. But I'll probably write it down somewhere in the video. But I got it from there, and someone was just selling it for $7. I was like, really? Awesome. And it's really hard to find the figure with its tail. Obviously, this one comes off, but at least it had its tail. Like, a lot of these figures don't ever come with them because they're always missing. So that's why, you always see them on eBay, because when people want them, they obviously want the tail. But, I mean, look at it. I mean, it's obviously flimsy and easy to come off. This figure is super dope. They made another one where it has a lot more better detail on the face, but I still like this figure. I just love the design of Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. Vegeta is a bit more cool, though, in my opinion. He's a lot cooler than Goku's Super Saiyan form. But yeah, there's not really much to go off of. A lot of articulation in these figures. When the GT figures came out, they were really bulky for some reason, but I didn't bother it. I didn't mind it. I thought they were still cool, and I really never had any. Sadly enough, when I went to Toys R Us back in the day, I really wanted to pick up some Dragon Ball figures, or GT figures in general, but, you know, coming from a family that didn't really have that much money, we really weren't able to get those. But there's not really much to go off of this figure. I think it's super cool. I love how much detail they put in the figure and all that noise. But Super Saiyan for Goku. Alright, last figure to go off of is the SH Figuarts Gotenks. This is by far one of my favorite Gotenks figures now. And the Gotenks movie looks super cool. I love it. I love how much detail they put into it, and I love the clear blue for the hair. It just looks cool. But this Gotenks is awesome. I love how much detail they put in the figure. The face changing is awesome. Like, this is literally what you'd want from a Gotenks figure. I do have the crappy, the smaller little figures that are like literally this size, and they come with a piece of candy. And they're so fragile. Like, that Gotenks is so tiny. It's like, he's like a baby, but it's so weird. And I picked it up. They're actually pretty expensive for no reason at all. But I'm really hoping Dragon Ball Stars gets a Gotenks. They made a Super Saiyan for Goku, and I really wanted it, but I had to pass on it because those figures are $20 a piece, and I'm not really wanting to put $20 worth of figure when I can get 2 Funko Pops that I really want to add to my collection. And over at Think Geek, I can get two Pops and then get one for free, so I'm not missing out too much. But this figure is super awesome. A lot of articulation, a lot of movement with everything. I'm pretty sure you guys have already seen this figure be reviewed, because I'm pretty sure most people who watch Funko Pop videos also watch, you know, toy reviews and all that noise. But I love the face. This one, he's kind of just cocky, and then the other one's kind of like, you know, he's surprised and whatnot. And I also saw a Super Saiyan 3 custom with this figure, and it looks awesome. But there's not really much to go off of. I'm not really great with reviewing figures. This is cool. I guess you could add, like, if you wanted to have, like, let's say it's like windy out and his belt is kind of flying back or whatnot. But it's just so cool. I love how much detail they put in these SH figures. I mean, they have to. I mean, this figure literally cost $65, so I wouldn't know why they wouldn't. But other than that, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I'm not the greatest with reviewing toys. I just wanted to show you guys the kind of side of me that I enjoy most is collecting figures. I haven't bought any figures lately. I really would like to buy more figures, but at the moment I'm holding off, and I haven't really bought any more Pops. The Pops I'm waiting on to come out are the ones in June, like the Yu Yu Hakusho, Kiss, etc., and all that noise. But other than that, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys like my content or like this video, sorry about that, click that like button, that'd be awesome. Subscribe to my channel and share to your friends. It really helps me out and helps me grow. Other than that, guys, peace out.